Into it. So today there were multiple search warrants and affidavits posted to the DeKalb County website, and I am going to post one of the affidavits to my community wall. If there's a need for me to go pull them out, I will. But I'm thinking that because they were using the same probable cause evidence in order to obtain the warrants on the same type of devices, looking for the same type of information, that the language is probably either pretty similar or probably exactly the same. So I'm going to post that to my community post, but I'll go through the type of, the warrants that they obtained, and then we'll look at the probable cause evidence. Okay, search warrants were obtained for device number 1, yellow iPhone, device 2, white and pink iPhone, device 3, iPhone. I'm assuming that might have been a black one. Device 4, pink iPhone. Device 5, silver phone, BDG. And then device 6, silver and white iPhone. Device 7, gold iPhone. Device 8, gold iPhone. Device 9, gray iPad. And device number 10, rose gold iPad. Okay, so for each search warrant that was obtained, there was an affidavit that went with each associated item, and this is pretty standard. So I'm only going to show you one of the affidavits unless there's a reason why I need to start looking at all of them, but this is pretty standard. I'm going to also post them to my community wall just so that you can download them, take a look at them, screenshot them, whatever, and read them for yourself. But I'll get into what everybody is really wanting to know. Okay, this is the part that everybody wants to hear. So this is the case-specific facts establishing probable cause, which allowed them to obtain the warrant. Okay, number 1. I have knowledge of this case from my own involvement and from the collective knowledge of law enforcement. 2. On March 30th, 2022, Janae Newell filed a police report with DeKalb County Police in reference to sexually explicit videos of her being posted on Twitter without her consent. Detective Panasonian and Detective Moore with the DeKalb County Police Department spoke with Ms. Newell. Newell stated on March 27, 2022, she found sexually explicit videos of herself on Twitter. She stated that videos were posted under the username at th33god_ and that Mr. Eligio Bishop posted videos of them having sex. She stated the videos occurred while she lived at 2993 Arbor Chase, Decatur, Georgia. The videos showed Newell and Bishop having sexual intercourse. 3. Newell stated that on March 24th, she attempted to leave the location after Bishop had ordered other women in the house to physically strike her. Newell stated she told Bishop and the other women that she wished to leave, and she began packing her items. Newell called an Uber. It had arrived at the location. Newell stated she went in to say goodbye to Bishop, and he pulled her into another room, refusing to let her leave. Newell stated she told him she wanted to leave multiple times, and he would not allow her to. Newell stated that Bishop began stating she was his property and began pursuing her for sex. Newell stated that she told Bishop no multiple times, but he kept making sexual advances. Newell stated that he then penetrated her vagina with his penis without her consent. Newell stated she was unable to leave until the next morning when everyone was asleep. Number 4, Newell provided further information stating that Bishop would regularly have members physically assault other members of the group who were not complying fully with his demands. Newell said Bishop would regularly record himself having sex with female members of his group. Newell talked about how a female member got pregnant and had a child, and the child was cared for by the whole group, and the mother was not allowed to be the sole caretaker. Okay, number 5. During the investigation, DeKalb County Police detectives uncovered several videos of the group. Several videos showed Bishop physically abusing some of the male members. One video showed a female trying to leave the location. In the video, Bishop commanded other female members to go get her and bring her back. The video shows the other female members following that female down the street and assaulting her.
Ain't that something? Would that happen to be Malia? Would that happen to be Malaya? Well, that happened to be Malaya. Hmm. That was only the day before. Hmm. Why will all of you guys tape it? Only need one person to record it. Now all of you want to record it. Well, good for you. Good for you. And after she read it, just in case somebody missed it or somebody walked back in, hey Carolyn, we're going to watch it. I'm going to rewind it again. Okay? Now let's go.
Detectives observed one video where the group was at an unknown location on the beach. He commanded two females to begin fighting each other, and they complied with his command. Another video showed Bishop talking about how he would regularly have sex in front of his toddler child and how he would allow his child to play with his penis.
Mm.
Number six, on April 12th, 2022, DeKalb County Police detectives secured arrest warrants against Eligio Bishop for the R word, false imprisonment, and 3 counts of prohibition of nude or sexually explicit electronic transmissions. Detectives also secured search warrants, and they provided the numbers, from the DeKalb County Magistrate Court in reference to searching the location of 2993 Arbor Chase, Decatur, Georgia, for electronic devices and other evidence of the above listed offenses. 7. On April 13th, 2022, DeKalb County Police executed the arrest and search warrants at 2993 Arbor Chase, Decatur, Georgia. During the execution of the search warrant, several electronic devices were seized, including the device particularly described in this affidavit. And then finally, number 8, during your affiance investigation of this incident, I observed that there are a large number of videos posted to multiple different social media platforms, which depict different events that occurred at different locations, including inside the location of 2993 Arbor Chase, Decatur, Georgia. These videos date back several years. As I watched the videos from public social media platforms, I observed that these events appeared to be recorded by multiple people on multiple devices at the same time. Several of these events depicted offenses of battery. Many were sexually explicit or contained sexually explicit language. One video depicted Eligio Bishop explaining to the group why the victim, Noel, left the location. In this video, several people were recording with cell phones, and others appeared to be using computers to assist in the production and distribution of the videos. As such, the seized devices are expected to contain evidence related to this investigation. Multiple search warrants and affidavits posted. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so let's get into it. So today there were multiple search warrants and affidavits posted to the DeKalb County website, and I am going to post one of the affidavits to my community wall. If there's a need for me to go pull them out, I will. But I'm thinking that because they were using the same probable cause evidence in order to obtain the warrants on the same type of devices, looking for the same type of information, that the language is probably either pretty similar or probably exactly the same. So I'm going to post that to my community post, but I'll go through the type of, the warrants that they obtained, and then we'll look at the probable cause evidence. Okay, search warrants were obtained for device number 1, yellow iPhone, device 2, white and pink iPhone, device 3, iPhone. I'm assuming that might have been a black one. Device 4, pink iPhone. Device 5, silver phone, BDG. And then device 6, silver and white iPhone. Device 7, gold iPhone. Device 8, gold iPhone. Device 9, gray iPad. And device number 10, rose gold iPad. Okay, so for each search warrant that was obtained, there was an affidavit that went with each associated item. and this is pretty standard. So I'm only going to show you one of the affidavits unless there's a reason why I need to start looking at all of them. But this is pretty standard. I'm going to also post them to my community wall just so that you can download them, take a look at them, screenshot them, whatever, and read them for yourself. But I'll get into what everybody is really wanting to know.
There's a better way to make money on Amazon than selling physical products. 3 years ago, I quit my job, and using this exact business model, I was able to replace my full time income. And here,
This is the part that everybody wants to hear. So this is the case-specific facts establishing probable cause, which allowed them to obtain the warrant. Okay, number one. I have knowledge of this case from my own involvement and from the collective knowledge of law enforcement. Two, on March 30th, 2022, Janae Newell filed a police report with DeKalb County Police in reference to sexually explicit videos of her being posted on Twitter without her consent. Detective Panasonian and Detective Moore with the DeKalb County Police Department spoke with Ms. Newell. Newell stated on March 27, 2022, she found sexually explicit videos of herself on Twitter. She stated that videos were posted under the username at th33god_ and that Mr. Eligio Bishop posted videos of them having sex. She stated the videos occurred while she lived at 2993 Arbor Chase, Decatur, Georgia. The videos showed Newell and Bishop having sexual intercourse. 3. Newell stated that on March 24th, she attempted to leave the location after Bishop had ordered other women in the house to physically strike her. Newell stated she told Bishop and the other women that she wished to leave, and she began packing her items. Newell called an Uber. It arrived at the location. Newell stated she went in to say goodbye to Bishop, and he pulled her into another room, refusing to let her leave. Newell stated she told him she wanted to leave multiple times, and he would not allow her to. Newell stated that Bishop began stating she was his property and began pursuing her for sex. Newell stated that she told Bishop no multiple times, but he kept making sexual
Christian
advances.
United.
Newell stated that he then penetrated her vagina with his penis without her consent. Newell stated she was unable to leave until the next morning when everyone was asleep. Number 4, Newell provided further information stating that Bishop would regularly have members physically assault other members of the group who were not complying fully with his demands. Newell said Bishop would regularly record himself having sex with female members of his group. Newell talked about how a female member got pregnant and had a child, and the child was cared for by the whole group, and the mother was not allowed to be the sole caretaker. Okay, number 5. During the investigation, DeKalb County Police detectives uncovered several videos of the group. Several videos showed Bishop physically abusing some of the male members. One video showed a female trying to leave the location. In the video, Bishop commanded other female members to go get her and bring her back. The video shows the other female members following that female down the street and assaulting her. Detectives observed one video where the group was at an unknown location on the beach. He commanded 2 females to begin fighting each other, and they complied with his commands. Another video showed Bishop talking about how he would regularly have sex in front of his toddler child and how he would allow his child to play with his penis. Number 6, on April 12th, 2022, DeKalb County Police detectives secured arrest warrants against Eligio Bishop for the R word, false imprisonment, and 3 counts of prohibition of nude or sexually explicit electronic transmissions. Detectives also secured search warrants, and they provided the numbers from the DeKalb County Magistrate Court in reference to searching the location of 2993 Arbor Chase, Decatur, Georgia, for electronic devices and other evidence of the above listed offenses. 7. On April 13, 2022, DeKalb County Police executed the arrest and search warrants at 2993 Arbor Chase, Decatur, Georgia. During the execution of the search warrant, several electronic devices were seized, including the device particularly described in this affidavit. And then finally, number 8, during your affiance investigation of this incident, I observed that there are a large number of videos posted to multiple different social media platforms, which depict different events that occurred at different locations, including inside the location of 2993 Arbor Chase, Decatur, Georgia. These videos date back several years. As I watched the videos from public social media platforms, I observed that these events appeared to be recorded by multiple people on multiple devices at the same time. Several of these events depicted offenses of battery. Many were sexually explicit or contained sexually explicit language. One video depicted Alicia Bishop explaining to the group why the victim, Newell, left the location. In this video, several people were recording with cell phones, and others appeared to be using computers to assist in the production and distribution of the videos. As such, the seized devices are expected to contain evidence related to this investigation. And you can see that it was signed by investigator C.T. Benton. So I know this is a lot to take in. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. And until the next one, you guys stay blessed.
Now, they say he has a new bond hearing. Let's see where that is at. But in between that time, we're going to hear from that other nutcase True, who's been really trying to find his own place in his life. I hope they get him from Mama D. I hope they can, but I don't know if they can. But the karma will, the karma will, the karma will. Karma is going to get his ass. Because that wasn't on U.S. territory. Unless the people from Mexican had alien blood. Unless the people from the Mexican police department decided to charge him, and then they can probably call him back to Mexico. But he has to do that in Mexico. Let me see if this is the right one. I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. Let's listen to this fool.
She a lie. You don't do nothing but this. You don't do nothing but that. Oh, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. Oh, man. Oh, how much? Oh, Balenciaga. Oh, Chevrolet. Oh, Young Thug. Oh, no, they did. Yes, they did.
Hey, Lisa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said.
Hey, Miss Riley.
Look, told you. Look, I seen it. Pictures, videos. When today, yesterday, tomorrow. When? How much? $2. Did he win? Yup. How much? How you know? Because I seen it. When? Yesterday. Oh,
Hey, CC.
on the 3rd, on the 4th, on the 5th, Friday. Told you.
What's your point, Googly?
Niggas be so gassed.
You on crack?
Niggas be
Hey,
so
Jim.
pressed about other people. They literally have no time for themselves. Niggas be gassed. Oh, let me show you the new video. Oh, interview tonight. Oh, you seen the interview? Oh, interview come out tonight. Oh, let me show you the video. Oh, let me see the video. Oh, they put out a video. Oh,
But then stop putting out videos. How about that?
Clip. Oh, look at this. You seen this on the interview? Oh,
You on crack?
loser.
Allegedly.
So
the
my
crack
lovely
is
wife
whack.
over here was about to go get a very expensive treatment at the dermatologist. She has some fine lines.
Losers.
Hey, Nubian Queen Nikki, welcome. How are you?
You know you ain't got no life when you're that excited about somebody else's, or if you're that invested into somebody else's life. You can't have them.
Asking, did he see Sola video? First of all,
It's
and
not really sad to see because you have to
First of all,
accept that most black people ain't gonna
okay,
make it.
and
Most black people are going to crumble with the system, and we can start over. We can start over. We don't need many. Hell, the white people that came over here, they didn't have that many people. They didn't bring all of damn Europe with them. They only had a handful of people. What's up, Diana? It's just so I can start over now. I'm not sure what you mean by that. What you mean by that? Let me go check something real quick. Hold on, y'all. It's all right. Queen Bunch, you ain't got a lot of people, man. You do not have a lot of people. Ugly people do exist. Ugly people do exist now. This battery pack don't even tell me how much juice left. Oh, that joint was so funny. I just want to let y'all know that if you go outside and you ground, I guarantee your mood will improve. I guarantee you your mood will improve. Yeah, the birds. These birds behind me, they ain't got no job. Or shall I say, they don't work a 9 to 5. They ain't dead. Sound pretty healthy to me. Does I have a nasty attitude toward people? Fuck you. You said, yo, in love you true? What's that mean? Oh, I love you too, Pink Unicorn. If y'all joining me on this fucking Whole Foods, no salt, no sugar, palate reset journey, yesterday was day 1. I'm doing this. I'm going for 30 days, and it'll be June the 20th. June the 20th. It'll be the 30th day. It's only day 1. Today's day 2.
Wow, that's perfect timing. I need that. I need to do that. What you just talking about?
Oh,
No salt.
I got my nigga. You gotta reset your fucking. I gotta reset. I gotta reset my my fucking palate on my tongue because sugar and salt will kick your ass if you let it.
Yeah, they actually a lot of countries outlaw salt, well, sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just researched that, and they were saying that it kills mucus and all that stuff. So, you know, it can heal mucus. It can kill mucus.
Because I noticed that there's a difference between hunger and cravings.
Thank you, honey.
And I realized sometimes I'll just want something sweet or I want something salty, but I ain't necessarily fucking hungry. And then
There are more ways to PayPal. There are more ways for me to break up purchases with Pay in 4.
There are more
shit that I go for, and I'm like, this shit ain't sustainable. Like I need to be fucking getting more in tune with whole, real foods, because it's like, a nigga, when the system fall, I ain't gonna be able to get no motherfucking chickpea puffs. I ain't gonna be able to get no motherfucking kettle chips. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I'm reprogramming my palate back to whole food. And then I did research on salt too, and how salt affects your body's ability to retain water, and how sugar.
And when the system fall, you ain't getting no food from the ground neither. If only food is left is on the ground, you gotta learn how to plant anyway. It's not easy having a garden. And if everybody has a garden, you got the rats, you got the scarecrows, bugs. How you gonna maintain that? Your point is what? How are you going to maintain that with your little bit of people? It's just you. It's just you and the 4 blind mice. It's just y'all. How y'all gonna maintain when the system fall a whole entire farm? Y'all ain't even got no farm. Whatever.
Sugar and salt also mess with your dopamine levels, and it can hijack your dopamine levels. So it can mean that people tend to go towards salt and sugar as a way to lift their mood. But I don't want to be dependent upon salt and sugar to lift my fucking mood. I want to have a good mood, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm in a good fucking mood, not contingent upon the fact that I just ate a goddamn cookie or had a fucking potato chip. So I'm resetting my palate and getting my fucking taste buds back to normal, because I noticed when I had stopped eating sugar for a little bit beforehand, and I ate a damn banana, and that bitch was like, I was like, God damn, this motherfucker sweet. That shit was way sweeter than I had experienced it before. Like, even a strawberry, I ate a strawberry after like not dealing with refined sugars for a long time.
That's right, Miss Leo.
Like, damn, this motherfucker.
Hang around, Miss Leo. You're gonna have to drop the link soon.
I was like, damn, fruit sweet in a bit when you not eating shit like cookies and chocolate and brownies. And I'm like, damn, my nigga, this shit is a damn game to fuck with niggas' taste buds, so we'll be going after cookies rather than going after the natural sweetness of fucking nature.
Well, see, when we eating that shit that you talking about, the fruit tastes bitter.
Bro, this shit don't even taste the same, bro. It don't even taste the same. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I was like, yo, this banana, I really had a banana. Like, I had a banana. Like, it really tasted the banana. I'm like, yo, bananas are sweet than a motherfucker. When you
better get right.
No point of doing
I'm just saying in general, when you don't eat like a lot of fucking refined sugars and cane sugar and brown sugar, yo, fruit sweet than a motherfucker, my nigga. And like I started this how I started. I stopped adding sugar to my oatmeal, and I said you can only use fruit to sweeten your oatmeal. After a while, like even apples like was sweet as fuck. I'm like, yo, this shit crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, this shit crazy. Yeah, watermelon sweet as hell, cantaloupe sweet as hell. A lot of fruit is way sweeter than it actually seems if your palate is attuned to natural food. And I was like, man, I'm about to get back to that shit, bro. And I just pay attention to, like, if you don't eat salt for a little bit and then you have something with salt, like refined salt, that shit salty as fuck. That shit is salty in a motherfucker, bro. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? This shit salty in a bitch.
I'm gonna tell you right. I'm gonna tell you. We went out one time and we wasn't eating salt for about 30 days. Here and there, we don't really buy it at the house. So we went and had some. I think it was church chicken. It was over in the white folk section part of Augusta.
Yeah. Where you
I'm in
from?
Evans. I'm from Georgia. I'm from Millen. Millen.
Ain't that where Wayne from?
Yeah, that's where Country Wayne from.
I thought so. Y'all over there. I was in Augusta for 4 straight years.
56 miles south of where you from, Evans. It's in Jenkins County. Highway 25 south.
Yeah,
right.
Okay. When you say Augusta, I was like, I know you got me down Georgia.
Yeah, over there in Evans where they don't season the chicken at.
Hell no.
You know they got a new subdivision up that way. Well, a whole side of Augusta over in Evans way. It's new, so they don't season.
Hey, Zach.
Her daughter, dad from Miller. Wow,
You trying to tap his ramen right now?
They don't season their food, so it was fine with me. But my auntie was like, "Man, this is some nasty chicken." I'm like, "You gotta look where you at because they don't like a food seasoned with a lot of salt."
Yeah.
Certain areas, you know what I'm saying?
Well, shit,
but
that lead me to believe then that niggas don't really like chicken. Niggas just like season. Because if you like chicken, you'll eat that motherfucker without season.
They unseasoned the nigga chicken and they gonna take it back.
That's what what I'm saying. Niggas addicted to that motherfucking salt. I'm for real. Niggas addicted to that salt, bro. That salt ain't no joke, bro. Salt and sugar is a motherfucker. Now don't get me wrong. You need sodium to survive.
No.
If you don't eat no damn salt, you gonna be fucked up. It's just processed salt. Like that's
What's up, guys? My name is Brett Nobles.
No, we like
Ashley Nobles.
we like seasoned chicken, buddy. What you mean we don't like chicken? We like seasoned chicken. How about that?
To get your sugar from fruit because fruit is accompanied by fiber, which slows down the process of it being processed in your body. So you don't have no sugar like when you eat an apple, you don't have no spike in blood sugar like you would if you had a piece of fucking candy or a goddamn cookie or a brownie. So it's about how you're getting the sodium and how you're getting the sugar. That's what type of time I'm on. I ain't fucking with that processed shit no more, man. That processed shit, that shit designed to get your ass to come back and buy more and buy more and buy more because you would sit there, right? You can't sit there and just eat motherfucking 4 avocados just straight up. But your ass can sit there and eat a whole bag of chips, whole bag of cookies, because them shits bypass your stomach receptors and just strictly off of dopamine. Just straight dopamine. Your ass don't care now. Nothing but dopamine.
Exactly.
Gonna eat
exactly.
Whole foods, man. Anything I get my hands on that's the whole food, my nigga. Oatmeal, avocados, fruits, nuts, anything that's a whole food, bro. That's what type of time I'm on. Whole motherfucking food, bro. That's what I'm on, bro.
I'm a crank. I got a lot of fruit anyway.
He's trying to tell you guys this so you could send donations. He needs whole food. Send whole food donations. Send them donations in.
What about meat?
I ain't fucking with the meat right now. Man. That shit, sometimes that shit don't sit well with me as far as my stomach, and it's like
I'm high as hell anyway. I'm gonna be honest with you. The meat prices that went crazy.
Yeah. I'm good off the meat, man. I like what really get me. I'm telling you, bro, a big ass bowl of oatmeal with some motherfucking chia seeds.
Not the way you was eating them chips.
Apples, and some peanut butter. That bitch that holds you over, but I promise you, because what really is, what holds you over is the nutrient content. It's the nutrient density. When you eat shit that got a lot of sugar and salt, it seems like it give you a lot of energy at first, but then that bitch just crash your ass. Shit just crash your ass. And I ain't into that shit, man. I like shit that make me feel good for a duration of time, so I don't have to be fucking eating all day.
Right.
I ain't got time to be eating all fucking day, nigga. I got shit to do, so I need to eat something that's hearty.
What you gotta
has
do?
A lot of nutrients. So
I like the gala apple.
Huh?
I like the gala apple.
I like
A
Gala.
10-pound bag of
I got
lentils.
Gala, Fuji, and Honeycrisp right now.
Man,
All
them
three of
my top three. I ain't even gonna hold you. They big and they juicy, man. Them
Yeah,
apples.
that shit good as hell. Yeah,
They
that
real
shit
good.
good. That shit is good.
Best apple you can get. I think it's one more too, like I think a lady or something. I don't know.
Pink lady, y'all.
Yeah.
Pink lady.
I don't eat red apples. And the ones they gave us in school for lunch.
Damn, what this shit was called?
A red shit. A red.
Washington red or something like that. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I wouldn't get caught eating one of them soft ass apples. They good to sit up there and look on the desk. That's about it. They want. I know that whoever stole them apples.
You got tired of being a single mother.
Off the teacher desk, man. They just red delicious. Yeah, I don't even know why they even.
Them shits
right
ain't
there.
This shit is not right. Them shits is not right.
Yeah, I see why they gave it to the kids though, man. The worms didn't even want them.
Right.
I eat a green apple before I eat a red one. Like
I ain't had no green apple in a minute.
Yo, fuck wrong with this niggas, man? Huh? The black man's gone. Huh? Oh God, nigga. Nigga, I made this fucking Bigo app, nigga, and I made you, nigga. Yeah,
man,
nigga, take that fucking energy, nigga. Yeah, stay quiet, nigga. Yeah.
The dumb shit.
Them boy crazy. That boy crazy, boy. That what happened when you hit that
Mine,
that
terrible thing to have and use.
True is your bath time.
Ain't no joke, bro.
But I appreciate you for breaking me up, brother.
Central Soap.
They teaching, man. When you teach, they don't like when you teach good stuff like this. They don't like that.
That's good. That's good. That's part of the reason why I get on here, because they don't like it.
All right, bro.
If you at any point in time did not know that we should not be consuming sugar, and you waited for True to tell you, I don't know what to tell you. If you waited for True to tell you we should not be consuming so much starch, I don't know what to tell you. Supposed to have more vegetables than starch on your plate. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what he's teaching, but these are things we should know. And as we get older, we really know it. When you're younger, we know it. But when you get older, we really know. But True is teaching us these things. You know, he's the master teacher.
All right, God. That joke was funny. That joke was funny though. I ain't gonna flex. That joke was funny, bro. That joke was funny. My boy went straight into it. He didn't let it build up or nothing.
I can't stand you.
Crazy. Do y'all realize like this is how people would look before the European came? They would just be. A lot of the things we care about, it's not things that the indigenous people cared about. It's something we was programmed to believe in and have concern for about a European. I mean, when you're programmed to believe that your hair is nappy and ugly, you're gonna go the extra mile, nigga, to make sure that shit.
Aloha Paws has dressed my hound, and all cause personalized ads help good ideas get found.
I get it. Y'all, when y'all go to the mirror and look like me, y'all see a problem. Y'all see something that go fuck around and get your ass fired. So y'all like, fuck all that melanin shit. Fuck all that melanin shit, nigga. You trying to get me fired. You trying to make niggas not look at me. That's what black women hear when I be saying wear your natural hair. Y'all hear you trying to nigga. You telling me not to ever get looked at by men no more. A lot of y'all feel like if y'all don't wear weave, if y'all don't wear eyelashes, that mean men ain't gonna talk to y'all no more. But here's the thing about it. Your quantity may go down, but at least your quality will go up. Y'all worried about quantity rather than quality. So what if you don't get every nigga look at you? You don't want every nigga to look at you. You want the right nigga to look at you, damn it. Niggas too. Yeah, you right, hood bougie. But we on these women head. Damn that. You don't see black. Yeah, you do. Fuck that. We on black women head, alright?
Hey, love.
Fuck that.
Hey, sweetie.
Fuck that. We on the women's head, damn it. Fuck that bullshit. We get to niggas later. If we look at the stat sheet, 95% of weave purchases is made by black women, all right? Don't act like this shit neck and neck. I seen them niggas queen blunchers, they crazy asses. See, Janet? Janet, step forward, Janet, and speak your testimony. Y'all listen, man. Listen, y'all. 95% of weed sales is black women, okay? Fuck all the little onesies and twosies y'all trying to point at, okay? It's not comparable. It's not 50-50. I can see if it was 50-50, and then I'd be like, niggas and women need to stop wearing weed, but it ain't, okay? He doing good. Remember? Is it 50-50, y'all? Hell no. It's like 95-5, if that much. So stop acting like we need to talk about black men wearing weave too. Like it's a big ass similar epidemic amongst black men wearing weave as it is with black women wearing weave. It's not. It's fucking not, okay? So let's not.
What you feel about the black men smoking weed? What about the women that smoke?
I can smell the Newports through the phone. And they all starting to look alike. I'm over them lace fronts. Listen, man. Shout out to Janet for saying that she started getting attention from different guys when she started going natural. Shout out to all the other black women who have ditched the weave and have seen life from the other side. We thank you for stepping up. Better quality for sure. Go. Here you go.
Let me tell you fucking something, nigga. Who sleeps at 3 a.m., nigga? The Batman's God, nigga. Take that fucking energy. And when I fucking speak, you gotta fucking listen, nigga. Yeah, nigga, I'm the fucking...
Dumb as hell, boy. That nigga stupid as hell, boy. Yes, it is something. Oh my God, y'all. It is something where, nigga, yo, unique badass. How is it not occasionally wrong to wear weave? Explain, bruh. Y'all be in y'all own little fantasy land where y'all be making up y'all rules. Y'all be making up y'all. It don't matter if that'd be like me saying I'm stupid sometimes, but not all the time. It's not cool to be stupid ever. There's a war going on that y'all don't know about. It's the black woman versus the European standard. Nobody asking you to be perfect, unique, badass, but it'd be different if somebody had a fucking gun to your head and told you to wear weave. You literally are choosing to do it. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. Ah, you mad. You mad. So we all choose to do things we shouldn't. That's what makes us not perfect, love. We are forever a work in progress. What the hell we not? Y'all been a work in progress since fucking Aaliyah died. You've been a work in progress since goddamn since the damn 9/11 happened. You gonna be a work in progress until you die. Don't tell people what they gonna be. Some of us is actually gonna be complete. Perfect means complete. So you're not even gonna
Ain't nobody heard him. He not getting his downloads, girl. He need his downloads. Why can't women just do what they want and let people live? Which is correct. I believe natural. We all are natural some way, somehow. But it's a choice. It's a choice. It's your choice. But nobody heard Tree. He need his downloads. And they need to go be with their master in jail. But he used to getting them downloads, He don't know what to do. His hair's growing back. So they don't all have to cut their hair in the front because Nature Boy hair was receding. So now you see the front of his head growing back. But just let him know, because he's an alcoholic. Just let him know it's sugar and alcohol. And let him know alcohol is not too much consumption of alcohol. It's not good for the body. Yeah, you guys need to download bad. Hairlines be running.
Consider the fact that your hair is an extension of your nervous system and that it's an antenna trying to get in contact with the universe, and that by wearing weave, you're blocking your antenna's ability to do so. We're not even going to talk about that. We're just going to write that shit off and say, it's a work in progress. Nobody's perfect. Blah, 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 blah. Like that has anything to do. Okay, so you admitted we shouldn't do it, but you're gonna still do it. You're gonna punish yourself for that. Oh, we have somebody with opinions. That's some bird. Thank you, Queen Bluntress.
Got to give me 50, nigga. Got to give me.
That boy crazy. Damn, unique badass. You a sad individual.
Yeah, give us 50. Give us 50.
You have a self-defeating mentality.
If you shop on Amazon,
you have a very weak mentality. That's why you're at where you're at. What's up, Empress Heat?
Oh, gee. I hate
That's like the
negative
people that keep
attention.
smoking because
Hey,
we're all
Alicia.
gonna die from something. I hate them fuckers. We all gotta die from something, huh? Stupid ass nigga.
Well,
We
yeah.
all gotta die from something, right? And keep smoking cigarette.
The birds don't even. They telling him to shut up. The birds telling him to
She
shut
come
up.
give me a piece of her mind.
true beard is bigger than his body.
No, it's not a piece of my mind. I just want to ask you something. If I'm a weak individual for doing things occasionally that I know I shouldn't do,
I don't give a fuck what you got to say. You thought you was about to get up here. I'm taking a stand and I'm about to voice my opinion.
But the women is the most people sending him money.
What you got to say? Oh, let me hear you out. Yeah, let me hear you out. Listen, you are supposed to be hated. Okay. Well, if don't give a damn. Don't give a damn. Don't give a damn. Go not like me with the rest. Somebody smoking a motherfucking cigarette.
They had to smell y'all Mary Jane all damn day.
Whoever
Shit.
Don't care, boy.
They had to smell the whole house smoking Mary Jane. Shit, leave them alone.
I see. You don't realize how loud cigarettes are until you stop smoking them. And it don't smell crazy. Oh, let me see. This thing still charging, buddy. Backpack out. Mm-hmm. So much fun. Hold on real quick, y'all.
He don't know what to do with himself.
1 second.
Poor man don't know what to do with himself. But he got to get them donations. He got to get them donations. Poor man ain't got no neck. Eating grass. He ain't got no downloads, Sincere. No downloads.
Know so bad.
No downloads. Eating his rations.
No.
He trying to be like Natureboy, not eating nuts all damn day.
Make sure y'all go outside and ground.
Oh.
And make sure you get you a grounding sheet and a grounding.
You ain't had no damn ground. Oh yeah, they had you sleeping in a tent because you couldn't come in the house. Yeah. Okay, a download. Could somebody explain to Tina Marie what is a download? What is a download? So I don't have to say it, but y'all explain to her what is a download.
Mat or grounding sheet, grounding mat, or grounding bracelet.
I'm like, you know what? That's some real shit. But what can I improvise with? Like, what else can I use if I don't use deodorant? Like, is there anything else, or just leave it just natural and just keep drying it?
Don't use nothing.
It makes sense, man.
All them damn oils they was putting in his head,
there's
please.
A lot of things like the government don't want us to know.
If the government didn't want us to know something, they wouldn't give us the internet.
Shit, makes fucking sense, man. Crazy, man.
Hey, Marquise.
Like I was looking at that school shooting, and I thought it was a white boy, but he turned out to be a Mexican dude. That shooting in Texas.
Wow.
I'm like, the world is coming to an end, man. Shit crazy. But how you been?
That man be hungry. Let him eat. Shit.
Good.
I'm loving your energy, man. You always maintain the same energy regardless of what's going on, and that's about it.
That man be hungry. Look at him. He be licking fingers and everything. Leave him alone.
But all right, God. I'm gonna let you go.
All right, God.
He be tearing that up. Licking fingers and no napkin, no nothing. No. No, Tina.
Your hair is your antenna.
Now we'll be back to this antenna crap again. And your hair has been cut how many times?
What about bald people? What about bald?
Just wanted you to elaborate on what you just said because it sounded interesting, and I'm going to drop back now. And I probably just missed it because I'm just not coming in here. But
what you talking about?
How do you? Well, I guess my personal situation. I'm trying to grow my 13-year-old's hair back. When I first, as a single mom, when I was younger with her as my first child, I made a lot of mistakes with her hair, putting perm in it at a very early age.
Right.
I stopped a long time ago, probably about 3-4 years ago. And now I'm having trouble. Like I put braids in her hair, and her hair is like weak and it's brittle, it's breaking apart. And I'm trying to grow my hair back, her hair back. My hair is a little healthier than hers, but it's just
go ask grandma. Go and you should go ask your mama, and go ask your grandmama. Tina, it's when a man semen, they drink it. Natureboy's semen, they drink it. That's a download. That is they was trying to be nice and say eggplant juice, but that's what it is. He make them drink his thing that he shoot out of his thing. That is a download. He is a granny for real. Why you asking him who want to grow your daughter hair back? All them old-fashioned methods, you're gonna ask him. Okay. Now you know, Tina.
like when you said that hair is your antennas thing, that's what made me want to come up here and ask you about that. So elaborate on that. And I guess any input that you can have on, growing hair, black hair or whatever, I'll take that.
That's what I said, soft aside.
Oh yeah, well, you gonna want to leave it alone first of all, because messing with it too much is gonna tamper with the integrity of the hair. And you also gotta look at the water that you're using on her hair. The water that we use on a regular basis is very harsh. It's actually not water, it's more of a chemical compound of various things. So you have to keep that into effect, and you have to also consider the type of diet that she's eating as well.
Definitely makes sense. Okay, so as far as moisture is if she's always like itching, is there a reason why I would need to take her and get like a lab test to see if her blood is lacking something or?
No, it come down. Your body is an expression of what you put in it.
Okay, so it's really just I need to feed her better.
How about take out dairy or some things?
All right,
He gonna tell you yeah, and he didn't even tell you what to feed her. Shut up. Maybe take out the cheese and the dairy and stuff. That's how you answer a question, dummy. That's why they banned your ass for a little bit. They banned you for a little bit. They told you to shut up. They said, shut up. Back on the wall. Back on the wall. They banned his ass again. These are all the things he did not want to do. Now he's forced to do it.
Okay.
Hey, Patricia. She might need some sulfur 8. Some medicated sulfur 8. Or just maybe some
Did anybody
a little olive oil.
have anything to add about the hair?
Yes, I'm telling you.
I know some of y'all feel like
I use
certain
Blue
oils
Magic
and
forever, honey. I know,
certain
baby.
things help grow your hair back, but I feel like the body is a very intelligent organism that knows how to sustain itself if it's not tampered with and if it's given the proper nutrition.
They keep freezing his ass.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
natural
use
aloe
lemon
vera.
either.
Yeah. Some egg. Hey, Truly, baby.
Yeah, I heard about black seed oil as well.
So have you heard about these things while you didn't tell her? It's a lot of natural things you can use.
My son, he's 17. Yes, I'm a young mom. But and he has super bad acne. Do you think that is something that's just part of like
Dang, hold on.
hormones, or do you think?
Hold on real quick. You got something going on in your background.
Who, me?
Yeah, is that a TV or something?
It could be, or it could be my. Let me take my AirPods off. Is that better?
Yeah.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay. I was want to ask you about like the lady before, she was asking about hair, and I had just a question about like bad acne. My 17-year-old, he has super duper duper bad acne. Do you think that's a hormonal thing, or do you think that's a bad eating thing?
He don't know.
It could be, it's more than likely going to be a combination of both. The body is constantly giving us signals. Now, it's one thing for your body to have you might have a bump on your nose or your forehead. Okay, it's not the end of the
No,
world. You don't need
yeah,
to go.
no,
You don't need to go get no damn cream and none of that. Your body
yeah,
goes
no,
through
it's not that.
cycles. Yeah, your body
It's
goes
that.
through cycles. Your
It's
body
that
goes through.
super bad.
Okay,
Oh,
listen,
sorry. Go ahead.
listen. More than likely, it's going to be a product of something that he's eating or something that he's stressing about. The body is always going to be an indicator of something that's going on in the mind.
Okay. And
What,
he is
are y'all
always
eating healthy? The skin is revealing what's going on in the body. The skin is one of the most prevalent indicators of somebody's health.
okay. Okay.
Are y'all
And
eating
see,
good? Can you be honest about that? Are y'all eating good?
I am eating healthy. My son, not so much. Well, no, not at all. And I'm trying to get him to get over with me on the healthy eating, but he's not coming along with me, just
I
yet.
guarantee.
But
I guarantee if you seen a change in what's being put in, you'll see a change in what's showing on the external.
okay. And with the stress stuff, my son, he does like I don't know if it's that 17, 18-year old thing. I don't know that what I'm not a man or a young man, and so he is stressing a ton about just like life and where he should be and what he wants to do and stressing himself out into panic attacks. What do you think of me taking him to a doctor to find a medicine for him to be put on, or do you think I should wait it
Medicine
out?
medicines only address the symptom. They never address the root cause of the issue. Everything that's going on in the body is an expression of something that's happening mentally.
Okay. So, like, what do you think I can do?
You really can't do nothing for nobody other than be an example to inspire them to do the same. That's one of the hard pills that people can't swallow. You can't help nobody. It's an illusion. You can only be an example for them to possibly adopt within their own self. Outside of that, people are gonna do what they want to do when they want to do it.
Okay. So, pretty much just try to figure out what's going on. I take it. Or try to help him figure out what's going on.
I mean, if he's eating bad, it's gonna show up in his skin. It's not that that's not
Yeah.
really anything too deep to go into. And then you have to also consider the fact that there's things that could be going on in his mind that he's dealing with as a teenager that has nothing to do with actual reality. It's just the pressures of society.
Right, yes.
But what's this talking about? Hold on real quick. Alright, I'm back.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just, I appreciate you giving me a sec of your time because I've been just trying to figure out, it's hard raising a young man in this day and age. And so, I'm just trying to do my
Hold on.
best. And Tims and kisses. I had my glands taken out for sweating. Best choice of my life.
Say what now?
Oh, I was talking to someone in the comments.
Why aren't you the landlord? Yes, you. Why aren't you the
Yeah.
But yes, like I'm saying, thank you for some
Hold
of
on.
your time. I could go on. Where'd he go? He keeps putting the blinds down on me.
Yeah, you all good. Hey, I'm gonna get with y'all at 8:30. Alright?
Is your true before you go? Is your IG still the same?
It's master.truth with a 3 instead of the E.
Okay, I just didn't know if you changed it or not. So it's master dot true.
Um, with a 3 instead of the E.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Alright, alright.
And I'm like, well, I'm not.
Hey, she girl, welcome. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. They are asking him like he's a. I know, right? Man, don't know nothing. These things we know already. And it's so sad that people act like these little simple things, we don't have access to that information. We have to call the guru. We don't have access to any of that information. We don't have all these natural hair care channels that's here. We have to call and ask True. And they talk about the different types of hair, the different porosities, high porosity, low porosity. Then you got some hair that got a mixture of both. What oils is good for this porosity? What oils is good for that porosity? All the different types of hair. No, let's call True, who don't even know anything about that, and let's ask them, how do we grow our hair? I'm telling you, people, we gotta do better. We giving them too much credit for things that's really simple. Really simple. We're giving them too much credit.
I just wanted to ask you, how do you feel about Shaka and Solar being together?
Nigga, I don't know what the fuck them niggas doing.
But does that
Nigga,
that
I
upset you, or you don't care?
Nigga, I didn't know that shit till you just said it, and I still don't know it because you said it. Nigga, I don't believe.
Oh, they're together in Mexico right
Oh,
now.
nigga, you think I'm about to take you as your word credible as a third party source?
Oh
Nigga,
no, I
who
have the
fuck is
picture.
you?
They just posted it on Instagram yesterday.
Nigga, they got pictures of a lot of shit. That don't mean nothing.
No, like videos and pictures of them hanging out, like
Nigga,
just
I
yesterday.
don't give a
You care.
bum ass bitch.
You care, but you're acting like you don't care because it looks good to the court. It's going to look good to that judge. When you go to court next month, in 2 weeks, it's going to look very good to the judge. I don't care. I don't know where they at. I don't know what they doing, being that was brought up in court about them having a place in Mexico. But guess what? You can't fake the funk because it's already been said. It's already been said, and they have experts that would tell you that you just cannot snap out of it just that quick. Okay, he's gone. So being that he's gone, the 4.5 years that I was there from, that's like maybe going in there when you was 20. Now you're 24. Some is 25. And you're trying to say all them years when you are learning so much information, and the only information that you learned was Natureboy, is just gone out of nowhere. It's like, I'm free. No. And you think that they're not going to have doctors and psychologists and people who know about cults? You think if this thing get pushed, and as we see, if this thing get pushed even more about that cult life and what was going on, and if Solar and Musa think they out of the picture, they are wrong. And they're trying to think that Solar and Musa is living a best life since they've been freed. All of you guys are absolutely fooled. Y'all are being absolutely fooled. Things like that do not happen overnight. Hey, baby. What's up, boo? I don't even know who half of these folks are. You keep me updated online. See, it's foolishness, Jessica, but it's really not foolishness because it has crossed over to different sectors. Like the manosphere has picked this up. Like the red pills in them has picked this up. Like the men who degrade women on the regular has picked this up. So we have to remember that this is all over. And this is also in our communities. These are in our communities. And this venom has been spewed all around. Because even if they're not thinking that Nature Nut or whatever Grandma Grady is talking about, they may not say he's their God or anything, but they're listening to what they have to say about women. And we are women first. They're listening. They admire these men who make these women get up, sit down, who have no say so. Whenever they want to do the XX, you get it when you want it. He just got to sit down. The food is done. And if she just does the slightest thing, she get abused and abused and abused. So our thing is about the abuse of women. Maybe not these women, but guess what? More women is going to get abused. You think more women is abused now, more women are going to get abused because in their minds, because a lot of men are starting to, a lot of these videos is basically coming out saying, this is what we want to do to women. This is what we want to do with women. This is how women's supposed to be. A woman's supposed to know her role. Our role is to have their mind. How can I have your mind? How can I help you what's going on in your mind? Or whatever you want to bring into fruition, our job is to do that. That's impossible. But this is what this rhetoric that they're teaching us. This is what they teaching other men. You know, they trying to make the pimp game. They want the pimp game to never leave. But remember, things come in different bags and different packages, but it's the same old thing. It's the same old thing. Same old thing. But this is why we have to keep on covering these things so we can, maybe somebody come across the video, we can combat it.
Oh man's bitch so much. Nigga, I don't give a fuck.
That you do.
I'm inside this damn phone right now. If it ain't happening outside this phone, I don't know, boy. I mean, if it ain't happening in this phone, I don't know. Nigga, like I got a damn tracking device and I'm keeping up with the nigga. I don't keep up with nobody. That's your damn problem right now. It's somebody else's business while your own fucking life falling apart. Bum ass. Y'all niggas gonna die and y'all realize, damn, I wasted my life. Damn. Fucking worry about everybody else. Forgot to worry about my damn self. Yeah, his sweetness. You need to leave your damn head alone. Just leave your fucking head alone. Yeah, they been in here 21 bad, B. There been a couple of them in here. Bitch, that's your bum ass up. You just want to attach yourself to something so you get some attention you don't get in real life, bitch. Shut the fuck up. This in that box is the most attention you get all day. That's the most attention you gonna get today, bitch, because your ass go unnoticed in regular life. Get the fuck out of here. What do you think about, nigga? I don't think about it because I ain't know. I didn't know. What you talking about? You see what I'm talking about every day. I come on here and talk about what? These bald heads, scallywags. I'm talking about melon. I'm talking about the 5 sciences every day. Every day. I'm talking about the 5 sciences every day. Every day. Every night. I'm about to get off here and guess what I'm going to talk about? Later on, the 5 sciences again. What I'm going to play? The holographic universe. That video that showed that we got cancer inside of our own body. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to play a melanin video. I might do something. I might help somebody find their chart. I do the same shit every day. What do you think about, nigga? I don't think about nobody. Well, what? Y'all niggas let any and everybody take up residence in your mind. I don't. I don't let any nigga. You ain't about to stay in my mind. You wouldn't let everybody come stay in your house. Why you let everybody come stay in your mind, nigga? Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. The fuck. I don't let niggas stay in my mind, nigga. I try to forget people. That's too much. Your image is taking up space in my mind. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out, nigga. I need all my space in my mind. Fuck that, nigga.
Yeah,
my reality is contingent upon what I focus on. And focusing on what the fuck you doing, it's not helping my reality, nigga. Fuck you. And it's not nothing personal. It's not like I got a vendetta against niggas. That take too much time too. In order for me to have a vendetta for you, I have to think about you. And I don't. Revenge. Anger. Nigga, anger is like drinking poison expecting for the other person to die. Nigga, I don't even have enough time to be mad at nobody. Nigga. I don't have enough time to be mad at nobody. No, I do not. No, I do not.
Mm-mm. It costs too much to get mad at somebody. It costs too much time, and I can't afford. I can't afford it, nigga. It costs too much time to be mad at somebody. It costs too much time to keep up with the gossip around somebody. I don't give a damn. Nigga, do you know how goofy it feel to be watching? Ooh, what they doing? Ooh, what they doing now? Ooh, what they doing now? Ooh, what they said now? Ooh, what they said today? Ooh, ooh. Nigga, do you know how goofy that is? Ooh, what they? Ooh, girl. What they? Girl, ooh, girl, you heard? Girl, ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. What? Ooh, what they did now? Ooh, what they said? Ooh, what they do? Ooh, what they said? Ooh, what they do? What they said? Ooh, what they do? Ooh, what they said? Ooh, what they do? Ooh, what they said now? Ooh, what they do? Ooh, what he at? Ooh, what they do? Where they going? Ooh, what you think about? Ooh, what he at? Ooh, what they doing? What they say this? Ooh, how much? Ooh, where it went? Ooh, what he did? Ooh, girl. Ooh, how much? Ooh, when? Ooh, how much? What time? How? Ooh, what time? Ooh, when that? Ooh, when who's? Ooh, when?
Oh, you know what's going on, and you also know he don't care about none of this because I'm hungry. How you looking around? You paranoid? Like, hey, kitty queen. He on his cycle. All right, guys, get ready. Trigger alert, trigger alert, trigger alert, trigger alert, trigger alert. Now let's go. It might trigger some, and then it might not. Might trigger some, it might not. Let's see.
4.4 billion people. Argentina hosted the World Cup and they also won. In 1978, earthquakes in Iran and Greece caused major destruction.
Kapow.
The ongoing Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union brought on the ban of the newest computer technology to the Soviet Union. In
Too much.
were John Legend, Andy Samberg, James Franco, Ashton Kutcher, Kobe Bryant, and Josh Harnett. The average cost of a new house was about $55,000, or rent average $260 a month. The annual income was around $17,000. Gas was 63 cents a gallon, and the 8-track music player, that was before cassette tapes and CDs, was about $170. So this was the atmosphere that John was born into. His parents were Timothy and Cynthia Lawson. They were young when they married in 1971. When John was born, his mother doted on him, taking many pictures of her adorable little boy. As an infant and small child, he is seen smiling in these photos, and the smiles appear to be genuine. Cynthia stated in an interview that he was in the Cub Scouts, she was the den leader. So when John was 2 years old, Timothy and Cynthia moved from San Francisco, California to Forsyth County, North Carolina, where Cynthia had grown up. For all intents and purposes, life was good. John played sports in school, baseball, and Mighty Mites football, and was considered a good young athlete, but he did have to repeat the second grade. There is some differing back and forth information regarding when his parents were actually separated. But in 1990, when John was 11 to 12 years old, his parents were officially divorced. Some sources, such as the Viceland docuseries, say his mother began raising him as a single mother when he was just 5 years old. It is known that Timothy and Cynthia didn't get along very well, and his father moved back to California. John and Cynthia stayed in Clemens, North Carolina. A neighbor and babysitter named Carmen described John when he was very young as a sad child, though he was a nice kid. She babysat him from the ages of 5 to 9 years old. Carmen said that John liked to pretend to be a vampire wearing fake teeth and a black cape. She also stated that he loved horror films such as Friday the 13th and so on. Apparently, at the age of 8, he started being verbally and physically abusive toward his mother. So she somehow was able to get him admitted to a psychiatric hospital. Carmen states that she visited him at this facility, but that she wholeheartedly believed that John had no business being in that hospital. Now, at the time, Cynthia was known to be a pretty heavy drinker, and
Sounds like Natureboy, a young boy, 8 or 9 years old, doing weird things, was sent to a mental home at a young age. I'm just showing you guys the similarities of the making of a cult leader. And you know, we're talking about cults, the making, or you get to hear, and we'll never know Natureboy's true upbringing because we already know all that's a lie. But let's go.
well, let's just say she went out on a lot of dates, chasing men, and left John
What in the
alone when he was
moonwalkers?
really too young to be left alone. It is reported that he began to torture and kill animals, and he began to try drugs and alcohol at the age of 13. He kept failing grades and had to repeat them, another one being his freshman year. The docuseries stated that he was a 19-year-old freshman, actually. One of his classmates, who was also a neighbor, stated that the kids called him, quote, turd boy, because he apparently smelled like human feces. He basically just quit going to school and dropped out his, freshman year. The kids that he was friends with were toxic at best, and yet his mother did nothing to deter him from hanging out with them. John's personality then became really dark. He began to dress differently, his physical appearance changing. He was acting strange. One of his friends got him to try methamphetamine. So at first, Cynthia admits that she turned a blind eye, but she eventually again took him to a psychiatrist who diagnosed him with agoraphobia, schizophrenia, and manic depression. But the level of help that John needed, as we all know it can be, got very expensive very quickly, and she just wasn't able to keep up with it. And that's what we have for John's childhood, so let's unpack. I couldn't find any background information on either of his parents, other than they were young and that they didn't really get along. Now, whether or not that means there was any domestic abuse or any of that sort, we don't know. At least not yet. My instincts tell me that there wasn't, though. John's mother was interviewed, and I don't recall her ever even hinting at that. His mother also signed him up for school sports, so he was at least involved in after school activities, which can be rewarding for most children. But what sticks out to me is that his babysitter described him as nice, but sad. Then he began being abusive toward his mother. The babysitter stated that his mother was chasing men, drinking heavily, and leaving John unattended for periods of time when he began to have issues. Kids who are only children, whose mothers spend a lot of time out at the bars drinking and having many, many boyfriends, and especially having those men around that child, will have a very negative effect on that kid. I know this firsthand. Now, I understand that being a single parent is not easy. It requires much of that parent. But it is vitally important that they put the child's needs far above their own if they want their child to grow up feeling safe and secure. Heavy drinking, hanging out in dive bars, having multiple sexual partners in and out of the house forces the child to have to grow up too fast. It makes them hyper aware of things that they're just not mentally mature enough to understand. It will most often negatively influence their decision making. Sometimes it even makes the child feel like there has been a role reversal. The child then becomes the parent and vice versa. There is just a whole host of negative things the child experiences. Cynthia's priority should have been her son and not, quote, having a good time. So as John began displaying troubling behaviors and failing school, he was admitted to an inpatient mental health facility. Now, we don't have the whole story about what Cynthia told the healthcare provider to get her son committed. We just know that it happened. We don't know what he was specifically diagnosed with either at this first setting. John later began torturing and killing animals, and his mother was aware of this. Now, acts of cruelty to animals are symptomatic of a deep mental disturbance. We know this. Research shows that people who commit acts of cruelty to animals rarely ever stop there. Many of them go on to harm humans. We know this, guys. Many studies show correlation between children that abuse animals with violent and aggressive criminals. So even though his mother was, in my opinion, wrong for displaying some of the behaviors that she did in front of him, we clearly see that he showed signs of serious mental health issues as well. We also see that he began drinking and doing drugs. Most often, teens act out what they see. John sees his mother drinking heavily, so he assumes that this behavior is acceptable. Teens also use and abuse substances as a way to escape or self-medicate. His mother flat out said that she just looked the other way. And then, in his later teens, we see he was still just a freshman in high school, having to repeat grades. His mother said that he just didn't go to school. Again, this is neglectful parenting. And we hear from a peer who was also a nearby neighbor that he smelled of human feces at school. And of course, the other kids would find this wholly repellent. My research into his childhood didn't explain why he smelled so bad, but as we get further into the story, you will understand why. Then finally, his mother took him to another mental health official who diagnosed him with agoraphobia, schizophrenia, and manic depression. Now, many of us already know the seriousness of these labels, but let's quickly review. Agoraphobia is an anxiety disorder that displays as fear and avoidance of places and situations that might cause feelings of panic, entrapment, helplessness, embarrassment, and so on. Most people associate this with the fear of leaving their house. Schizophrenia is a long-term mental disorder involving a disconnect between thought, emotion, and behavior, which can lead to auditory and visual hallucinations, disjointed or disorganized speech, displaying inappropriate actions or feelings, and mental fragmentation. Now, later we find out that this diagnosis was changed to something else, which I believe is more accurate, which is schizotypal personality disorder. This disorder shows symptoms such as being a loner and lacking close friends, flat emotion, or inappropriate emotional responses, persistent and excessive social anxiety, false interpretation of events, eccentric or unusual beliefs or mannerisms.
Now, I would like to say, yes, that's a sad upbringing. Yes, his mother had men and alcohol. But dad left. Dad just went to California and said, F it. So before the mother, if you listen carefully, even before the mother started, her mother, his mother went through her own depression. So she started drinking and having men. But the boy was sad already. His family was split and there is no more dad. So we're not gonna just like say mom, 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 mom. At one point, in not no part of this upbringing, where is dad? Where is daddy? Like how do you not even care enough to know why the father don't know none of this? I mean, the mother was like a lot of mothers, some mothers are today, but it wasn't no abuse. She just let him be, and she did her. But the dad, let me just go to a whole different state. You keep the kid. I don't care. And that's also a big part of the problem that we have in our communities. It's bad. These men they get to the point they really just don't care. Now, if the kid does good, that's my boy, that's my girl. If the kid does bad, I don't know. Like, oh, well, the mother this and the mother that. It takes two to have a kid. And as you can see, with his tattoos and stuff, she's going to finish the story. I'm just going by what I'm looking at right now. He's throwing up the three. He got it on his hand. He got the pendulum on his arm. So he decided to cross over to the dark side. But the boy was already sad. It takes a village to raise a kid. And thank goodness that the lady who babysitted him, she tried her best. She tried her best, but she wasn't his mother and she was not his father. But this is a problem that's going on in this community. This is why I say these videos are very important, because it is gender war that we have. The kids are suffering. You can say what you want about a grown man. You cannot raise re-raise a grown man. You can say what you want until you blue in the face about women all day long, but you can't re-raise a woman. It has to be something that they want to do. We need more content on children. How to be in your children's life non-excusable. No excuses allowed. We don't see too much content about that unless it's coming from a professional. But then you have these people that say they are professional gurus. You have these content creators that they're professional gurus. They're professional at telling you all the tricks in the trade of how to get a grown woman, all the tricks in the trade of how to get a grown man. Where are the tricks and trades of taking care of your responsibilities? Where are all the tricks and the trades for that? Why we got red pill, we got blue pill, white, pink, yellow, whatever. Why we don't have no pills for children? Telling people how parents should let go stuff and like you know, like why when do homies, your homeboy, check on, hey, how's your kid doing? You spoke to your kid? When do women say to other women, let it go, let the child go with the father or something like that? You know what I'm saying? This is a lot of problems that we are having in a whole. And these kids now become adults. So that's why she had to Doja Cat is a good example of it. The Day I Left popped out when she became a star, trying to connect with her. The Day I Left, example of the day you left, Jessica. I Left popped out when she became a star. Wait, well, who left, Jess? You left her? She left you? Who left who? You got me confused there. But we need more stuff like that. Where's the children fear? We got the manosphere, we got the woman's fear. Where are the children's fear? Where's the fear for them? Oh, when something happened on the news and something happens, and you know what I'm talking about, what happened down in the Texas? Oh, that's when you care about the kids? I think people try to help, but when it comes to kids, people really get defensive and choose not to hear helpful suggestions. So it's hard to address. It's just as hard, Tiffany, it's just as hard to address women and men. They already conditioned. I'm talking about the content creators. I'm not talking about like physically, but I get what you're saying, because that's a good way too if you can talk with somebody. But where's all the little if you can make a suggestion how women are, and you can make a suggestion how if you take them out, they got to give you some cookie. If you can make all these videos on suggestions on how, hey, Black Simone, that guy, that's the guy who did it. If you can make suggestions on, oh, that's a man, get his money, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's plenty of videos with suggestions. Does that mean people going to take it? No, but some might. Some might take it. But it's a plethora of 50 million content creators that are not professionals that give you all these different ideas. They give you all these ideas. You know why people are not going to watch it? Because it's not enough that's out there. And it's not about how many people will watch it. We need some that can watch. It still needs to be out there. It still needs to be out there. You can't be re-raising grown people. The deep, dark seed is already in them. The deep, dark seed is already in them from young, and nobody seemed to care. So what would you do? Well, let me say the baby mother's a bitter baby mother. She ain't let me see my kid. This is what you get. This is what you get. You're gonna talk about the mama all day, or you're gonna fight to see your kid. You're gonna talk about the daddy all day, or you're gonna help your kid. Because this is what's coming into our society. This is all in our society. And sometimes when it comes down to the mothers, remember, boys grow way bigger than them. The boys are stronger than them, and they grow big. Some of these mothers scared of these boys. Some of these mothers are scared. It got to be split down the middle. That's where the man is supposed to step in at. I don't care if the man don't care about the mother. You know for a fact at a certain age, the mother is not going to be able to handle the son. If she does, that's good. Oh, okay, Jess. So even if the mother's doing a good job or not, go find out. Go and find out. That boy needs some testosterone. Testosterone on testosterone. Go find out. Let me go see if this mother. I already know for a fact this boy bigger than her. I know for a fact the boy can overpower her. I know for a fact she probably scared of that daggone boy. Let me go see if it's that way or not. Mother's doing a good job. Hey, is it going to kill you that you saw your son? Is it going to kill you that you went by to see him? But that's when you should step in. Or just be the eyes. Hey, even though your son gonna be mad that you were not there, but he knows that he can't whip your butt like he whipped the, like he could. I mean, he can't overpower you like he can overpower his mother. Where are all the video? I mean, these are just little suggestions. We need more videos like that. We need more panels like that. How many more panels we gonna have with us going back and forth? You this, man this, woman that, man this, woman that. Well, how can we help our community? Well, we need more businesses. We need this. We need you better work on these kids, because everything that we're gonna do, they're gonna destroy. Anything that we plan to do to better our community, the kids are now going to destroy it. They're going to destroy it. They get older. They don't stay kids for long. You got a nice clean park and you fought for that clean park. Here come the kids dropping the garbage. They littering, garbage cans turned over, stomping on everything. I'm just saying, they come to destroy it. You say, hey, let's get some businesses. Here come the kids coming into the store, stealing stuff out the store, destroying the store, having no respect for the store, spray painting the whole store. You send your kids to school, or the kids got to go to school. Well, we need more teachers. Now you got more teachers. Who are the teachers teaching? Undisciplined children. Either way you put it, you have to deal with the kids. You have to. And the minute you think that your life is so good, you still got to deal with your own kids. And the minute you think that because you changed your life or your life is good, you don't know what's going on with your kids. You may think you do. People have swore up and down. I know, you don't. But you cannot get away from around dealing with the children, the babies, the children, the adolescents. You can't get away from it. You can't. You can't even sit if you're in public places. These kids have no respect. They're cursing you out. They're ready to beat up on grandma because nobody was there to say this wasn't right. So if you want to forget about the kids, guess what? It trickles right back to you. It trickles right back to you.
Paranoid thoughts, believing that one has special powers, having bad personal hygiene and appearing unkempt, and also a peculiar style of speech or rambling oddly during conversations. Now, the difference between schizophrenia and schizotypal personality disorder, very long story short, is that schizophrenics, during their delusions, generally cannot be swayed away from their delusions and are not aware of their psychosis, while schizotypal personalities come in and out and can be made aware of the differences in reality compared to what they're experiencing. And then finally, manic depression, which is now called bipolar disorder. It manifests as extreme mood swings that include emotional highs or mania, and then lows or depression. During the manic phase, they usually feel euphoric, full of energy, and unusually irritable. This affects sleep patterns, energy levels, judgment, behavior, and the ability to think clearly. And in some cases, the quote roller coaster can trigger psychosis. So we see that he had some very serious mental health issues, a mother who was neglectful at best, and financial constraints that made it nearly impossible to put and keep John on the medications and along the therapy path that he would need for the rest of his life. So let's get back into it. After dropping out of high school, he legally changed his name to Pazuzu Ila Algarad. He studied and became a devout Satanist and drug dealer. And side note, in case you don't know who Pazuzu is, he's the demon from The Exorcist, but is also a bit more. Pazuzu, though evil himself, also drives away other evil spirits and in a way protects humans against plague and misfortune. He was also thought of as the king of the demons of the wind, the bearer of storms and drought, and is often shown as a hybrid of human and animal parts. He has the body of a human male, reproductive organs and all, but his head is usually a lion or a dog, and he has the talons of an eagle. He has wings. He has a scorpion's tail, and he is always depicted with his right hand up and his left hand down. So in 1998, when John was 20 years old, Cynthia remarried to a man named Johnny, and the family moved into this infamous house at 2749 Nob Hill Drive in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Now, I'm not going to call him Pazuzu throughout this podcast. It just seems kind of silly to me. I'm just going to keep calling him John. So needless to say, John really hated his stepfather, completely loathed him actually, and screamed at him and demanded that his mother divorce him to choose her son over her husband. So at least Cynthia convinced her husband to leave. But he loved how uncomfortable he made other people. He bragged about being a Satanist, which of course would be very upsetting to the local Christian community. He also began getting a lot of tattoos, such as the word Satan across one of his forearms, as well as a lot of facial tattoos and so on. He called himself a male witch. He claimed he could control the weather. Now remember the schizotypal. He grew his hair out long. He dreaded it. He took a Dremel tool and filed his teeth down to points himself. He split his tongue so that it appeared to be forked. One of his former classmates said that he displayed himself in the most shocking way he thought he could in his community. He wanted to be the bad guy. John told acquaintances that his father had never wanted him. But then again, he told people that his father was dead. John told others that he wanted to kill himself. He would make this normal conversation. He explained that he could kill himself in the Kurt Cobain fashion. With a shotgun. He said he could slit his wrists in the bathtub. John also stated that he really looked up to and respected Charles Manson for how he was able to sort of form his own cult and have people follow him like he did, as well as being able to get his followers to do bad things on his behalf. Then after the 9/11 attacks, he tried to convince people that he was an Iraqi Muslim. He started dressing that way. He said he was a, quote, self-styled combination of Charles Manson, Anton LaVey, and Aleister Crowley, unquote. Another side note, if you guys want me to do a podcast on Aleister Crowley, let me know. It would be pretty disturbing, but leave me a DM on Instagram or a comment on YouTube or email me. You guys know the drill. So anyway, John decided to sort of create his own religion where he wanted to combine Luciferianism beliefs with the Islamic religion. Of course, it never really was organized or anything. He didn't put a lot of thought into it, but he began to try to recruit people to join his church. He targeted other troubled teens, young adults, and others that he knew he could easily pull in his direction. Of course, his promises of drugs, sex, and, quote, no rules was a powerful attraction. He was still living in his mother's home, mind you, though she was in and out. Basically, it was John's house at this point, and he was inviting these people over to his house to practice his new religion. And these people loved his ideas and how he basically couldn't care less about society or what authority figures thought. Then John began sacrificing animals and drinking their blood with his new followers. He claimed eating the still beating heart of an animal gave him a rush better than drugs, and he continued this monthly practice. He talked about how he committed human sacrifice as well as cannibalism. He bragged about burying bodies in his backyard. He said that he, at most, took a bath once a year. He had women followers, of course, and he referred to them as his fiancées, and they willingly slept with him. He said he hadn't brushed his teeth in years. He told people that in his house there were, again, no rules. So people tore up the house, drew all over the walls. John orchestrated drug-fueled orgies, and people would just squat down in the corner and defecate on the floor. Yeah, I know. John and his people would do heroin or meth together, self-harm, or cut each other. It was just utter filth and chaos in this house. The stench coming from that house, from the dead and rotting animals, the human waste, and just general debauchery was unimaginable. The neighbors could smell it. But he was excited about all of this because he was the leader of these people. He was in charge. Now, keep in mind that his mother was at least around and aware of what was happening in that house, and yet she did nothing. And in fact, it has been reported that she bought some of the animals he sacrificed and just handed them right over. She continued to pay the bills. She bought him beer daily. She bought his cigarettes and so on. Some of his followers, of course, lived in that house with him. One fiance was a girl named Amber Birch, whom he called Bubbles. She had been thought of as a normal, healthy young girl, but once she met John, she quickly began adopting his lifestyle. Another close fiancée was Crystal Matlock, with a similar background to Amber's. So in 2008, when John was 30 years old, he was arrested for larceny, which is theft of personal property, and he was put on probation for a few years. This should mean that he would have been at least somewhat monitored during that time by law enforcement. He was already on their radar as it was, of course. In 2009, John shot and killed Joshua Wetzler, who was 32 at the time. Now, Joshua had been a straight-laced young man who had a great girlfriend and a child. They had traveled together, and their wish was to own a ranch where they could train horses. But they fell on hard times, and Joshua resorted to selling drugs and had been busted. So it isn't known if drugs are how Joshua crossed paths with John, but regardless, John shot Joshua 3 times in the head, then an additional 4 or 5 shots to the torso. Then, with help, John buried the body in his backyard. Now, someone did call the police to report that there was a body in the backyard, but the police, for whatever reason, blew it off and didn't follow up. Now, several months later, Amber shot and killed 31-year-old Tommy Welch. John, Amber, and others buried his body in the backyard. Because the rumors went around that he was a drug-dealing murderer, he got off on that attention, and he bragged that he had murdered others. In early 2010, Joshua's girlfriend called the police, stating she had been told that her boyfriend had been murdered by John and that his body was buried in the backyard. Finally, the police came to the residence. I'm assuming they did not go inside to see the blood-smeared walls and feces everywhere, and just went around back to have a look. They apparently saw nothing suspicious and left, even though there were obviously disturbed earth areas in at least 2 places. Then later in 2010, Cynthia and John got into an argument, and John began to strangle his own mother until she passed out. It is also reported that Amber, one of his fiancées, also attacked Cynthia. But once his mother regained consciousness, she called the police and he was then arrested. The authorities asked her if she wanted to press charges, but she declined to, stating she was, quote, fearful of her son's behavior and religious practices, unquote. During this police report, she told the authorities that there were dead bodies in the backyard, and still nothing. In 2011, John was arrested for the suspected murder of Joseph Chandler, whose body was found on the bank of the local river where John held some of his sacrificial rituals. At this time, John actually wasn't the killer, it was one of his followers, but regardless, it was discovered that the friend did it, and John was charged with accessory and only given, get this, further probation. He was court-ordered to have a psychiatric evaluation as well as a medical evaluation, and the court document shows that he had the following: panic disorder with agoraphobia, alcoholism and withdrawal symptoms at the time of the eval, schizotypal personality disorder, alcoholic hepatitis, high cholesterol, macrocytosis, which is the enlargement of red blood cells, sometimes caused from a vitamin B12 deficiency or liver disease, though it was most likely caused from subclinical hypothyroidism. That is basically a condition where the body doesn't produce enough thyroid hormones. They also noted his lack of personal hygiene and stench. After this evaluation, he was prescribed medication and deemed sane enough to assist in his own defense. Laughable. And what that means is they determined that he was not sick or disturbed enough by any of his existing illnesses or his situation to impair his ideas of right and wrong. Because, of course. So finally, in 2014, after receiving countless tips, complaints, and reports, the police finally decided to search the property again. There, one of John's friends pointed out 2 places where he believed bodies had been buried. In October 2014, the skeletal remains of 2 bodies were found buried in shallow graves in John and Cynthia's backyard. The bodies were later identified as belonging to Joshua and Tommy, and they had been murdered 5 years before. John was arrested and charged with the murder of Joshua and accessory to the murder of Tommy. Amber was charged with the murder of Tommy and an accessory to Joshua.
Now, this goes to answer your question about Mama Dia and that other baby and other things we don't know about. A lot of things we don't know about, but they do these things. They do. We still want to know what really happened to Mom. This is a real shake in my head. These are some sickos you couldn't even imagine. Exactly, Cecilia. I researched these issues. I wish I didn't know, but God shows us if we are righteous. Yeah, but look at all the people who support. It's the same story. It is exactly the same story. But we keep, again, he found followers. He found his sicko self because there's so many sick people that's out here. You know, we wish we can we could bring light to the subject all we want. Hopefully somebody that's not sick will catch these videos and say I was gonna go, but I didn't go. But we can't stop that. It's other sickos that's out there. It's other people that have that same train of thought and the same train of mind. They just looking for one person that's suave enough to say, hey, come join me. I got a house. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. And that's what Natureboy did to his people. It's sad, dude. It is what it is. That's just part of life. So now you see why Natureboy has the following that he has. Not all people are blind. Not all people don't know what he's doing. A lot of people, they happen to be, they are just like him. They are just like him. But what they don't have a coat. What they have is that woman in a house that they treat that way. They have their family. They have like family members that they have mistreated. You know, you got a lot of people say my cousin was evil. I used to hate when my cousin used to come. My cousin used to pinch me or lock me up or throw me. It's a lot of things that cousins have did to their other little cousins. A lot of things that happens to people on regular basis. Yeah, they justice deprived. Yes, Coffee. Like I said, we're gonna be dibbling and dabbling in a little summer everything. We cannot no more not see what could be next door. We can no longer ignore what he do. Dwight come running under me.
I don't need him still in gold.
We can no longer ignore what could be going on next door. Yeah, we're gonna mind our business, but we're gonna mind your business too. You could do whatever you want, but we want to make sure it doesn't come to me, to me, or to our children. But and it also shows you again, ain't nothing new. These things are nothing new. Nothing new. This knowledge is not new. The serving the what is that? Oh, the serving the dark is nothing new. Doing these rituals is nothing new. Yeah, I have experienced things that my cousin had done to me. We went, yes, ma'am. And we have to start seeing it for the way it really is. Not saying that they have went to that far, but we don't know. We don't know. I mean, it's not disturbing that we do speak upon black on black crime a lot, but it does. We want to stop it so much, but we don't say what could go through your mind that you could just see somebody. It could just be over an argument, and it takes them off this earth. Hey, what could go off your mind that you just and some of them just pop, and it's like what did they really do? And we have a lot of disturbed kids. These not even adults. These are disturbed kids. And these are not even the ones that has been brainwashed and put into these cults. And some has not been brainwashed. They have the same mindset. It's just they all met up. It's just that they all met up. You heard him say he called his girlfriends his fiance. They called them his fiancés. When people don't seem or want to realize that God sees everything and knows everything, you can't hide from him or yourself. That is absolutely correct. But God also gave us a brains. He gave us discernment. And he gave us defense mechanisms. Just like he gave insects and he gave animals, he gave everybody a way to protect themselves. So even if looking at stuff that's around you, we can't look at stuff that's not around us. But because of social media, we could. But looking at stuff that's around us and taking a note of it, that's like back in the days, depending on where you live, when it was getting ready to have a bang bang, a pum pum out, and they say clear the benches or get off the block or something like that. You knew to go. You knew to go. God he put certain things in us that we have to use it. We have to use it. He didn't give us our thinking pattern not to think and not to protect ourselves. Yeah, he a doctor. You ain't know that, James? Hey, James, how you doing? You ain't know he a doctor. He a doctor of hair. He's a doctor of hair and nutrition. I noticed that a lot of adults and children do not know how to regulate their emotions and the subsequent behaviors. They have to learn how to. But some kids who really rarely show emotion, like this guy, like right here, doesn't really show it. So, or you see them as quiet, and you might see them as an introvert. So that kind of confuses people too. Introverts confuse a lot of people because you just could be an introvert. And then some people think that you're looking for too much attention when you just can be an extrovert. But if you have a child that's just an introvert who can play by themselves and do things by themselves, you know, that nothing is wrong with the kid. But you will probably think the child is an introvert, not knowing that the child really does need help. A lot of things are confusing. That's why a lot of diagnoses go unnoticed because we don't know. We don't know. And we can't act like we know. We still is that's a lot of problems. So we are going to watch the end of this. And yes, we're ending early tonight. Because I want to hold on. Let's finish with this.
Crystal was just charged with accessory and received 3 years. Now, Amber stated that she was addicted to drugs and didn't understand right from wrong at the time, and also suffered from Stockholm syndrome and felt she had no choice but to help with the murders. And for those that don't know, Stockholm syndrome is a psychological response where a captive begins to identify closely with his or her captors along with their agenda and demands. Somehow, I highly doubt that. She was sentenced to a minimum of 30 years. While being held in prison for a year and getting treatment for his mental illnesses, he was housed in secure custody. So keep in mind, he was getting treatment, he was getting medication. So he should have been at least somewhat clear-headed at the time. But the night before his trial, he literally bit his forearm open and bled out on the floor, thus killing himself. He was 37 years old. Now, I saw that he supposedly had a son with one of his prior fiancées, but I'm not 100% on that, and it was said that he had nothing to do with this child.
Thank goodness.
While he's not technically considered a serial killer, this is still being investigated, of course, and it is thought that he killed more people.
Let me get his face off of here. Let me get his face off of here quick. Let me get his face off of here real quick. As enough of his face. Hey, Nikki. I saw this case on TV. It's really crazy. Hey, Hollywood boss lady. We are about to be finished. We ended early today. We ended early today. We ended a little bit early today. Really early. Really, 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 really early. Hey, King Cap Gang. Y'all all come and I'm done. I'm done and y'all coming. Cap, we had a good build yesterday. And you can check out yesterday's video and catch it towards the end when the interview starts. Catch it towards the end when the interview starts. Oh, your job. Now I just thought, hey, Dwayne Davis, how are you? Got back from my work. Tragic events has took place. Yeah, we have to keep the information coming. Keep the information coming. Don't let us not keep getting too distracted by bullcrap. Well, not us, not particularly us, but we keep getting distracted. Or I might go on my other channel. Could somebody drop the link to my other channel? Could somebody drop the link to my Sugar Babes channel? Oh, Miss Leo said we need 2 more likes. Oh, let me. I got to start and end off with Miss Leo. I got to start and end with my baby. We're gonna check out some of her stuff. She's gonna drop her link. She is going to drop her link in the chat. If you would like to get something that's personalized, check out. Support. Let's support our own. And then let us know how you like Fraser signature creations. Let's check out. Father's Day is coming up. Again, if you get something now, if you use Sugar Love, you get 10% off. You get something now by Father's Day, you get 10% off. I'm gonna go through it and then you can go through it. But let's go through it. There's a pillow, the Queen of Spades. She has her family around her. She has a cup to go with it. Guess what? You could put something in that pillow with your face there, with your family around you. You can do that. That's why it's a personalization. You can do that. Make your own cup the way you want to. You can do that. Hey, dog, you look just like my Carter. Oh, gosh. You want Jaws? Pick Jaws. There's birthday shirts with the Sonic on it. They got Tasmanian Devil. Remember, whatever you want there, you could put there. Get your father a nice cup. Give him a nice shirt. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Get your uncle, your brother, your cousin, your godfather, whoever. And she also has buttons. Remember, she has cell phone cases. She got tags. But tags, if you're doing an event or something and you want her to make your tag for your event, she got you. Want her to make you balloons? She got you. You want to love your skin and you need tags or whatever you're doing, she got you. Making cell phones, cases, whatever, how you would like it, she got you. And it's also a charger. Look at that. The little teeth missing. Put your little kids on your keychain. Put your family on your keychain. Balloons, she got you. Cups, mugs, she got you. She got you. She got you. If you want something made the way you want it, for whatever type of memory, this is a chain. As you see, it's 2 pictures on each, 1 picture on each side, and she also tells you how to take care of the jewelry. She tell you how to take care of it. It's a beautiful chain when it's around your neck. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. Mask, more pillows, more chains, beautiful. Rotating necklaces, beautiful. T-shirts, sweatshirts, just the way you want it. Party things, if you don't live near her, you want her to design your party bags, she will design it, she will send it to you, and all you got to do is put it on the bag. This is going to be some socks. Bam. 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 Some nice socks. Get your kids some socks made. This is a photo. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Bam. Beautiful. We decided on forever. Beautiful. Beautiful and beautiful. Again, if you are interested in ordering anything, you found my Sugar Babes. Oh, she is extending it to July. She's the Senate, of course, cell phone cases are free shipping. I can get any case. If you are interested in purchasing something, go get yourself something. This is my sugar babes. If you are not subscribed to my sugar babes, go hit the sugar babes. We're gonna have other discussions and other panels. Hit that sugar babe right now. Hit on that sugar babe. I might see you over there after this. I might see you over there. I might see you over there. That particular channel, we just have regular discussions. We have panels, we have discussions and panels, and we talk about things. Are we always going to agree? No. Then it wouldn't be a panel. But we always have respect for one another. But go check out that sugar babes. Go check out the sugar babes. Go check out the sugar babes. Hit that sugar babe like right now. Hit the sugar babe so we can continue these conversations. We can continue these conversations. Hit that sugar babes up. I'm doing well, Poetry in Motion. Make sure you hit that sugar babes link. Hit the sugar babes link. And if you would like to check out, remember, Ms. Leo also has a website. That's just easier for you to hit her up on her Instagram. But she also has Facebook, and she also has a website, and she also has Instagram. If you're thinking about just wanting to get yourself something, or somebody's birthday is coming up and you want to get them something just nice, check her out. Poetry in Motion, make sure you have sugar babes. I'm giving y'all time to click on that link, and I will know if you clicked on it because I will see it. I will see it. Matter of fact, I'm going over there right now and see if y'all click it. If not, I'll play me some music. Let me see who clicked on it. Let me see who clicked on the link to join the Sugar Babes family. Let me see. Okay, so far, nobody clicked on. So far, nobody clicked on the Sugar Babes. Join the channel. Join the channel. If y'all don't want to join it, okay, fine. Okay, fine. Well, I'm getting off here and I'm going over there, and y'all do not want to go with me. It's cool, dude. It's cool. So I will see you guys maybe over there. What topic we're going to talk about, I don't know. But Sugar Babes, being that the time is limited over there, it's going to be short topics. Short topics until I build the audience. Until we build the audience. But make sure. People keep hearing people say all the time, make sure. Click on this. Click on that. Click on this. Click on that. Y'all should try it, you know. And don't forget, if you order from Miss Leo, she sends you an invoice. You want to give her what you want to give her that you want on whatever you want. She's going to show you what the product is going to look like. It's up to you to say, yes, I like this. No, I don't like that. Change this or change that. That's a good part about working with her. And then you see her every day on here. So then you have a relationship with her. And then when you get your stuff, you can say, hey, job well done. Or I did not like this. But you could have said that in the beginning because she's going to show you what it's going to look like. But then you can say, job well done. I like it, blah, blah, blah. Nobody has clicked over the sugar babes, but I just might go over there. It's okay. Thank you, Mika. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you guys. Well, this is over, and I might see you guys over there. Peace, and I'm out. I did not keep you guys up all night. Ha ha.